Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and I drive a 2017 Audi S3. For those of you who are, just seeing this video, I did make a previous video about my Unitronic Stage 2 install. And then going forward, I kind of figured, maybe I should start vlogging a little bit more about, the things I'm doing to my car, the mods I've done, future plans. I got a lot of big things coming up that I want to share with you guys. Anyway, so why we're here today, we're here to talk about, one of the bigger power mods you can do to your car aside from a tune would be a downpipe. And for me, I've already had a downpipe. I've had a 3-inch custom downpipe made by a shop locally called GT Customs. Fantastic piece, build quality was amazing. However, it was more or less, the same kind of offerings from other manufacturers, such as, yeah, Unitronic, HPA, Integrated Engineering. CTS has one as well. However, they call theirs a 3.5-inch downpipe. It only starts as a 3.5-inch and then tapers back down to a 3-inch. All in all, I'm not sure how much more beneficial that would be. And, not to hate on CTS, I do have a few CTS parts on my car as well. A lot of people, complain about their build quality, but, hey, it is what it is. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. Personally, I am the type of guy that wants to go for, the next product that's really starting to push the platform for bolt-ons and things like that. If you guys haven't heard, DBV2 is a company that, specializes in hybrid turbos for the MQB platform as well as some of the BMWs. And they started offering a true 3.5-inch downpipe. So once I heard this, I was in 100%. I wanted something different. I wanted to maximize the gains. And in my opinion, arguably this is probably one of the best downpipes available right now for the MQB platform. So right now I'm just going to show you a few photos first. This is just a quick review, my initial impressions, what I feel about the downpipe, just to share with you guys. So if I go through some of these photos here, I'll just show you what the downpipe does look like. So this was the day of the install when I got it. As you can see here, it's I opted to go with a catless option this time. I thought, if I'm going for power, I might as well maximize it. So as you can see, I did go for the polished finish. I know Cerakoting the downpipe is an option that they do offer. Just take a look at this. It's fully polished. You take a look at some of these welds, spotless. It's amazing craftsmanship here. If you go look further down here, you can see that the connections are all V-band connections. Again, look at those welds. Flawless. And also, just wanted to show you a quick connection of how it makes up with your exhaust system. So my current setup, how I have it done, I have a resonator delete. I did keep the stock axle back portion. So as you can see here, it does taper off after the midsection near the end into the stock exhaust piping with the clamp, as you can see. Now I know Daniel at DBV2 does offer an option for those of you that do have an aftermarket exhaust, like a 3-inch exhaust. So there would be no taper, no bottleneck at all. In my personal preference as well, I do like the option of having the adjustable valves still usable. I'll also show a few installed pictures of how it looks in the engine bay, as well as share a video here. You'll see that, there's enough clearance. It looks a bit tight, but everything fits. There's no rubbing whatsoever. So overall, what are my impressions of it? So when I first got it installed, I took it for a rip around the block, and the first thing that I noticed was that I felt a lot more of a low-end response. I know some people could say it just kind of could be the butt dyno, but I did feel an increase in torque. Now, don't ask me because I do not have any dyno sheets or anything because I did not do a dyno prior or after, but that's kind of just what I felt after the initial install. some gains that are reported from the downpipe are said to be, with wastegate duty cycle. Some people say that they can get up to 15% less duty cycle. However, I don't have any personal experience with that, but I can understand why it would help because of the bigger diameter, more flow. I guess the turbo would be less strained in that case. So overall it could be more beneficial for the turbo longevity. What I really like about the downpipe is first and foremost, no one else offers a product like it. But at the same time, the way that it made the car sound after, I felt was it's a lot more suitable to my liking. I'm not sure if you guys see my last video, but I mentioned in the video that I personally am not a fan of some of the MQB cars and how they sound with an aftermarket exhaust or a downpipe. They sound a little bit hollow, a little bit like a tin can. And that's just me. I mean, for some of you guys, you might like that, but that's just my personal preference and what I feel. When I got this downpipe installed, I heard a pretty big difference in the tone. Overall, it just sounded a lot more throaty. The tone was a lot more deeper. Overall, it was to my liking, and this was one of the biggest differences that made a difference to the tone of the car. I think the reasoning behind it is apparently the material that is used on this is a thicker stainless steel as opposed to a lot of other companies, which could be a factor. Enough of me talking. I'm going to show you some sound clips of how the car sounded after the install. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Yep.
So overall, I'm very happy with the product. Daniel at DBV2 offers some great products for the platform. I'm all in for gains. So if you guys like what you saw, stay tuned. I'm gonna have a few more videos coming up about my future plans, what I have going on right now. You'll want to stay tuned for that. I'll have a lot to update you all on. Guys, check out DBV2. They offer a lot of products that I feel like are really trying to innovate on the platform, and I'm always in for a company that wants to do that. I do like to see boundaries being pushed, and especially when it comes to power mods. So check them out, guys. If you like what you saw, like I said, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you on the next one.